Welcome back to another edition of the Sunday Chirps Pod, number 99, Wayne O Pod. We've got a special guest today. We've got Paris joining us from AZ. She's out here cooking in the heat. Just kind of an elite move, take it outside. But here we are. Paris, how have you been? How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
No complaints. No complaints. Yeah. What you been up to lately? Anything good? You been ripping biscuit at all?
I haven't since I've been down in Arizona. I'm actually kind of looking to get back into skating. I kind of took a little break off of it, but I need to get into playing down here somewhere. I just don't really know where. I don't know a ton of people down here, so I'm not really sure the leagues and kind of rinks even around.
Gotcha. Where in Arizona are you?
So I'm down further like Queen Creek area. So I'm further down than like Tempe, like where the college is, or even Grand Canyon, where the other hockey programs are here. So
Mhm.
that's kind of my problem trying to find places to play is I'm kind of so far down, but I don't mind the drive places either. So
I feel that. How far is like the nearest rink to you?
I think it's in Mesa, so it'd probably be like a half hour, 45, I would say.
That ain't too bad.
No.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I lived in Myrtle Beach last year, like Myrtle Beach area. The nearest rink was Charleston, so I drive 100 miles each way to beer league games. It was 2 hours each way, like an
That's
absolute lunatic.
2 hours? Oh my
It's
that's
gosh.
2 hours
crazy.
each way.
That's insane.
That's
I
some
mean, there's a lot of
dedication.
things you gotta do.
I like
But,
tweeted out at Army and Grinnelli,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like talking about it on Chicklets game notes, and they're like, "This fucking lunatic Sunday chirps," and I was like, "Fuck, that's me."
wait,
But
they
That's
did? Kind of
what'd
cool.
you say?
They did? That's kind of
Yeah, they
cool.
were like, yo, like we had this not guest, we had this listener, and he tweeted out at us. He's like, yeah, I drive 2 hours for games for beer league games each way. He's like, that's like dedication. I was
It
like,
is, yeah.
or just an
yeah.
idiot, but either way,
Could
depends how
be
you look at
either.
it. Um, so yeah, you're down in Arizona now, but you went to college not in Arizona, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I didn't go to college in Arizona. I went to Northern Michigan University up in Marquette, Michigan,
Oh
the
yeah,
UP of Michigan. So I did 5 years there, and I played for my last 3 years at Northern.
gotcha. And what is that? What league is that?
So we were ACHA, um, and it was honestly a really good experience, I would say. I I knew pretty early on that I didn't have really a strong interest in playing NCAA hockey. So I grew up playing travel hockey in Michigan though. So I did all the travel hockey like you as if you were gonna go play NCAA hockey. And I just didn't really love the idea of going to a small Division 3 school and playing. I kind of wanted more of the college experience, but also still playing. So that's why I chose to go that route, the ACHA route, which honestly I would recommend to any player that is kind of like on the fence about doing D3. I would honestly highly recommend the
That's
ACHA
sick.
programs.
Yeah, I had a bunch of friends play Acha. I played Acha for like one season during college, but like COVID kind of fucked shit up for me there.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of buddies have played Acha all over honestly all over the southeast and northeast too. And I like some of my friends they went D3, some of the girls went D3 and guys, but like a lot of the guys that went D3 they end up playing juniors for like 3 4 years, and like they go to school freshman at 21, which is like kind of tough. I don't know, but nah. So you started off. Are you from Michigan? No, you're from.
No, so I was born in Montana. I moved to Michigan when I was like second, third grade. And I actually started hockey way later than like most people. Most people are like born into it. Like you have skates on your feet like before you can like learn to walk. I didn't start playing on a team until I was in fourth grade. So I
Oh,
was
it's not
pretty
that
late.
late.
So,
Yeah.
well, compared to most people around me, especially up in the UP, like being so
Yeah.
close, like Calumet, Houghton, where like the hockey's crazy up there. Most people had already like were um way ahead. So I didn't. I kind of late, like fourth grade. So then I played in Michigan, and that was kind of did the whole travel hockey route. That was.
You were up in UP though, where you're living, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because a lot of people up there in our travel program, once they kind of like decided that they wanted to go try to play college hockey, a lot of them moved away, so they would go billet in Detroit or even out east. But I just didn't really have any desire to go do that, go that far away from home, and kind of do that whole lifestyle. So I stayed up in the UP and played on teams in the UP, and then later on um, in high school, I played on teams downstate, and then they let me travel and commute to my home games that I just practiced with other teams in the UP that weren't my exact team. A lot of the guys' teams I would practice with during the week.
Hell yeah. So
That's
now
cool.
let me ask you something. The UP, I know Upper Peninsula. What is like I hear like UP gets hate. I hear that it's like why is like referred as UP like yo I'm from Michigan, like why are you just not saying UP? Whoa, you gotta break it down for me here.
So you'll hear a lot of people like a lot of the people will refer to the downstate people as trolls, like with the bridge and stuff. But I think a lot of the difference is that the whole like aspect of Michigan is way different in the UP. Like it's way different. It's so small and you have like no big cities at all. Like if you want to go drive somewhere to go do something, like it's at least a 3 hour drive to like Green Bay, or you got like your 7, 8 hour drive to go to Detroit. Like you're just so like removed from like anything. Like we're closer to go to Canada. I feel like people like would ask us in hockey all the time. Like I don't even have that strong like a UP accent and compared to some of the girls I played with, but people would ask us all the time on different teams, like, are you guys from Canada? And we're like, no, we're not from Canada. We just like such like a different like culture of people than downstate.
I totally get that. So like New York, like that's where I'm from, New York, whereas like Long Island is his own state. New York City is his own state, and like upstate is basically like probably UP. Like people would be like, "Oh, you're fucking from upstate, bud. Like you're from way up there." And but like people, they'll freak out. Like if you're not like if you're from downstate New York, you just for everything north of New York City or Westchester is upstate. But like people from like Binghamton's where I went to school, there used to be like some teams there. They're like, nah, we're fucking central New York. We're not fucking upstate or like some nonsense or like Buffalo's Western New York, not upstate. But there's definitely some it gets the wheels spinning a bit for people in New York as well.
Mm.
Um but I mean, it is what it is. What are you gonna say? I
And
know
even
Detroit was that far.
though it's far, like, it was actually closer for us to take a tournament in Chicago or Minneapolis than it is to go to Detroit. Like from
Wow.
here, from Marquette, yeah. So it was
You
kind of
definitely have a strong accent. There's not a doubt about it.
that's
Your
what people
accent
tell
is
me that, and
really
I'm always like, oh, I wonder what I say that like makes people like. Cause I'm like, I don't even think I think I like sound normal, but everyone's like Midwest. I'm like, how did like I wonder what people pick up on.
Yeah. I
It's
feel
just
like you can never hear your own accent. Because it's like people will
That's
tell me I have this tiny Boston accent. I'm like, no, I don't. But yeah.
that's
it
true.
depends on what you say too. Like
Yeah.
your AY connection, Paris, like that's really like the way.
Okay.
Like when you put a little, I don't know what the word is, little accent. No, it's fire though. Like it's a sick
No, yeah.
accent. I don't know. I got some boys from the Midwest. I don't know. A lot of good people from there. I don't know. It's so different. Like everyone, like Boston, and then you go to like where I grew up in a little beach town off the coast of like Long Island. It's totally different. Even like you go down south, you got that southern twang. It's like you got like 50 different countries within.
hmm
I don't know.
Yeah. Because
Um,
people from Boston will go down south and people will be like, why are they being so nice down here? But it's just like in Boston, you're just like known to not be nice. So it's different where you go. But
no, that's
Yeah.
not an accent thing. That's just fucking Northeasterns are a piece of shit.
that's what I meant though. It's just like
Oh,
the way of life is just different everywhere.
Yeah, I like. It's funny you say that because like Long Beach too is that's where I live. It's very like southern charmy with like that like community. Like everyone knows everyone. You're friendly with everyone. I can't go to a bar without running into people I know, and I can't not like I don't know. It might be a me personal thing too, but I can't like I walk past someone on the sidewalk. I can't not say like how's it going, what's up, whatever. Whereas like I talk to like friends that grew up in the city, and they're like, yo, like it's like, oh, it's so awkward walking past someone because then like I always have to avoid them. I'm like, yo, you gotta say what's up to them. Just be like top of the morning or like how's it going? I don't know. Maybe not top of the morning, but
Yeah, that's a little weird.
yeah, fucking pigeon. But yeah,
Yeah.
moving forward, I don't think we've had a Montana born guest on the pod. I mean,
No.
are you fly fishing out there? Like, I know you only lived there for a few years, but what's where? Like, were you in a big, I'm trying to think, like Billings or like Big Sky? Like, was it like a relatively big city for Montana?
So I lived in between Butte and Bozeman in a town called Whitehall.
Okay.
So, but a lot of my family, like all my family is from Butte. I have some family now that lives in Billings, but we try and go back um, almost every year, I would say. So me and my dad will go out with one of his brothers and his kids, and we'll go out fly fishing for a week and go camping out there. So I definitely try to get back. We didn't get back last year. I don't know if we're gonna make it back this year, but normally that's something we like to do every year. Let's go do some fly fishing.
That's
How
nice.
beautiful is it there?
Oh, it's unbelievable. Like the hikes that we'll do and like the mountains and everything, the water, even just like the open sky. Like even here, like it's so like open, but it still doesn't compare to out there like at all.
Wait,
I
what's
mean,
fly fishing?
what?
Yeah, I don't know. What is
I mean,
that?
I haven't fly fished, but like my buddy loves fly fishing out in Yellowstone.
Hmm.
It's you know what? I'm not the fucking fly fisher. Paris, the floor is yours.
It's like I don't even know how to explain it. You kind of it's really like involved. Like it's not like you just cast your line out there. Like you kind of have to be constantly like mending your line, and you kind of have to. The key to fly fishing is really your casting, because otherwise, if you don't let your line like line up in the back and go forward, like you're gonna get all tangled up and get into the weeds. Like you kind of the main key is your casting and fly fishing, like to get down at the beginning. I would say.
You're basically, I think you're trying to mock like the flies around the water that the fish eat, so that you're just like you're casting constantly this little like tug and pull. It's not. I mean, I'm not. I've never fly fished. The best I have is me being in the street of Long Beach and my buddy teaching me like the casting a bit, but
Yeah.
you're just constantly going. Like you don't just like drop a reel and just sit there with a beer in your hand. Like
No,
it's a full boots in the water. You're humming.
no, you're using both hands the entire time. Yeah, and then you can do like a dry fly so it floats on top of the water, or you can do a dropper where it goes down depending on what you're fishing, where you're at. All kind of depends.
That sounds
Fucking
cool.
right. So
It's
you
fun.
catching and eating?
We don't there, but
Hell
it's
yeah.
just kind of the waters. I don't know. We don't like catch and release.
Gotcha. So just to circle back, so you now live in Arizona.
Hmm.
Prior to Michigan, Montana, then Michigan,
Yeah.
and you got some family now in Minnesota. Is that right?
Well, midway through college, I actually went to college in the same town that I grew up in Michigan. So I had lived at home my first 2 years of college while I played hockey, continued downstate. And then after that, my parents moved to Minnesota, and I moved back to Minnesota after I graduated and worked there for a few months. And then my parents said, "Hey, we're moving down to Arizona." And I was like, "You know what? I don't really know anyone up here. Like, I don't really love like way up north in Minnesota, like practically in Canada. Like, so I'm gonna come down here too." So that's kind of how I ended up in Arizona, and I don't know. I really like it so far, but
Mhm.
it's way different from anything that I've ever known.
You hitting the golf links at all there in Arizona?
No, we actually live pretty like on the golf course. I've never golfed, which is surprising playing hockey. But
I was gonna say. Did you play any other sports growing up besides hockey?
My other like main sport was softball, and then I decided not to continue with that like midway through high school just because I played summer hockey, and by the time we finished with the national tournaments, always it was like the next week we're jumping into softball, and I don't know, I didn't really love it that much to continue with it. I played basketball a little bit, but I don't know, I kind of like love all sports. Like I could pick up any sport like and go play it, but my two like
Athlete.
competitive sports were hockey and softball.
Hell yeah. Now you're outside right now, and wind in Arizona is not that common. So
No, I
it's kind
I
of
think
windy right now.
I've heard that like it's like windier than normal, and I don't really know why. Like I don't know why, but apparently it's way windier than it normally gets, and apparently we're supposed to get a pretty good, I don't know, rainy season. I guess I don't know what they.
Ah, we're fucked.
I think like monsoon season is supposed to be
What?
It
pretty
is
good this
monsoon
year.
season.
What's the
So
monsoon?
Yo, Jess, we're gonna have to do some work after this. Monsoon season like down south, typically close to the equator. When it from June to maybe September, October, it's like monsoon season, so it's heavy rain. So especially like your Florida, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, the Caribbean, it'll just torrential downpour for like 5-10 minutes, and then it's sunny again.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
but like if you go back to like ancient like Indian history, like they all base like their stuff around monsoon season for the flooding for the crops and for like what do you call it, the silt, because like at the end of the monsoon season it's full of silt, and it like gives good ground for planting crops. But
oh.
back from history, we'll keep it rolling. What are you drinking?
Um, this is a random margarita mix. I think it's
Ooh.
coconut and pineapple and some lemonade. I don't know.
Oh
We had nothing
God.
cold, so this was the only thing that was cold in the fridge.
I was
So
gonna say we had nothing
honestly,
cold,
not
and
bad.
I thought you were gonna say you're drinking a warm margarita. I was like,
Oh.
that's diabolical.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, I
I wish
love
I had some
margaritas.
ice,
That
but
would be awful.
not ice.
Yeah, my office. I mean, you're sitting out in the fucking Arizona. You're a trooper, but our office, our AC was not working, and it was like 82 degrees. My boss was
Oh.
like, "Yo, what's wrong?" I'm like, "It's fucking hot as fucking here." I don't know. Keep it rolling though.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
feel
you
like,
got.
what? You can go. I feel like though, like I was talking about this before we recorded, the weather like summer, like I feel like we were just getting rain and like cold weather. Now all of a sudden it's like so hot. But I'm not going to complain because I love it. But anyway,
Seriously, I was in Scottsdale like, fuck, what was it, like 3 weeks ago? I was in Scottsdale. That place is not real. It's not a real place.
I've
why?
actually never been up to Scottsdale.
No way.
hmm
You never gone out in Old Town?
No, I've never been up there yet.
Do yourself a favor. Go up in Old Town Scottsdale. Go out to the bars. It's a fucking circus. It
Okay,
really is. Like Disney World. It's not a real place.
that's what I've
Um,
heard. I've heard it's crazy there, but
it's bachelorette, bachelor fucking parties left, right. Yeah, it's fucking nutty. It's a great time, but you never know what you're gonna get into. Actually, every time I go out there, I always run into Midwest girls. Every time.
No.
Always girls from the Midwest. Pretty funny. But oh, she's ready to fucking chirp me. I know it. She's holding one in. Um,
I won't say anything.
nah, but we could keep rolling. So you're not really ripping puck at all right now. Are you looking to join a beer league in the AZ area?
I want to definitely. I need to get back at skating. It's probably been a year since I've been on the ice, which is crazy. I want to because a lot
Man.
of my friends that also graduated the same year I did, they're down in Florida and they play in a lot of different leagues and down there. So I'm like, if they can find places down there to play,
Yo,
I
it's big in Florida now. I'm
it's
telling you.
it's huge. They're in like the Tampa area and they're part of like three different teams.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel that. I used to coach down in Fort Lauderdale area, or Palm Beach actually, but ripping some beer league up here. I've been on a heater with games, but got dummied last night. Tough luck for the boys. I don't know. I'm on like 4 teams now, which is probably like 1 or 2 too many. But we're here for it, you know? More ice baths. But as far as your youth career goes, I'm sure you went to some sick tournaments, had some unreal events. Like, is there any like memory that stands out?
I guess honestly, I've been to 4 different national tournaments in my youth when I was in like playing 19U. So I don't know, all those were so fun with all the different teams. I think we were in Vermont my first.
Montpellier?
What's that?
Did you go to Montpellier?
No, I think we were in Burlington.
Burlington. That'd be my second guess. Those are the 2 biggest probably Vermont spots.
So we were there, and then Buffalo, and then Denver, and then the fourth one was COVID, so we should have went to COVID in Philly, but that one was canceled. So I should have went to 4, and then I won 3 state championships with 3 different teams, so that was pretty cool to do that also.
Damn.
But I don't know, honestly, I can't even pick. My favorite team that I was on was probably my COVID year team when COVID shut everything down. Like, that team was so much fun. We were a bunch of girls. Like, there was UP girls. We were from Ohio, like Traverse City area, but we had so much fun together. Like, we played so well. Like, that team, I wish we could have had a chance to go to nationals with. We I don't know. We just all like gelled so well together on the ice. That was such a fun year, like the entire year.
Oh yeah. Are you an 02 then? From the looks of that?
No, I'm an 01.
01? Hell yeah. Jess, are you an 01?
What is 01?
You're born in 2001.
Oh, okay, 2002.
2002, gotcha. Yeah, like in hockey, it's so funny. Like, I'll be talking to like anyone in general, like, oh yeah, you're an 03, oh, you're a 99. And like, everyone's like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? But it's just like in hockey, you're just by birth year. So like, that's how anyone refers to anyone. Like, you're not like, oh, you're 23 or 24. It's like, oh, you're 99. Like, cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Exactly. Because like you could be 22, but you could be in you could be able to move up a level earlier than another 22, depending on where you're at in the year.
Yeah, like different grade, but you're December 99, you're playing with the 99s.
Yeah.
No. It's pretty funny, like,
no,
about
that
hockey.
is true. Everyone knew. Yeah, I'm an 02 and 03. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like that.
No, that's unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, moving forward, we could talk a little bit about one last question before we move to like NHL and a little puck talk would be, is there any like, I don't know how the girls teams acted. I know I played with girls growing up, plenty of them. They went D1, D3, like real solid players. But I remember the best part about youth hockey is it's those tournaments and going to the knee hockey shenanigans, the fucking ding dong ditch, manhunt. Like, any memories like, oh, like we did the fucking stupidest thing or like that stand out, like going to like one of those hotel tournaments?
I guess when we were younger, we would go to Canada a lot, and we would do like the mini sticks in the hallways and stuff. And the next time we would come back to the same hotel, they'd have signs up like, "No, you're not allowed to do anything." We're like, "Okay, that was definitely from us last time, getting so many complaints playing mini sticks in the hallways."
Oh yeah, it's like someone just got shoved through. Like, I was like hoping he'd be like, yeah, like I hit some girl so hard in the fucking mini sticks hotel, she went through the wall. I'm like, oh, that'd have been electric.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
No, it's pretty funny. I actually yesterday, so I play at the Islanders practice facility for a lot of our beer league. Not all of them, but 2 of the leagues I'm in. And the person who runs the league used to be the GM for Connecticut Wales, the PHF team. So she played actually D1 hockey at BC. I want to say BC. Could be BU, but I'm pretty sure BC. And I'm sure whomever would freak out. But yeah, her name's Alexis Mode. But like, yeah, so she'll snap around the guy sometimes and come out and play, which is unreal. And I'm going to try to get some of my old girl teammates back out. They'd beat up most of the guys here because I play in a couple fucking dog shit leagues. But
That's why you're so good.
What do you say?
That's why you're so good, because it's easy to be good when
Yeah, when you're playing against a bunch of Square Tires players, it's easy. Oh no, we lost yesterday. I had 5 goals and we still fucking lost. But what are you gonna do? Um, but moving forward, we got the Edmonton Oilers. We've got the Panthers. I almost said the Rangers because I still thinking about the Rangers coaching staff. Game 2, I missed half of game 1 like an idiot because I had a doubleheader that night. But I mean, did you guys get a chance to watch game 1?
I did watch game 1.
Yeah, I watched some of it. I missed first period, but I mean, I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but OT, the Panthers did not look good.
I missed OT. I was on the ice.
They looked good for the first 2 minutes, and then after they couldn't get one, then they just went downhill.
Exactly, and then it looked like they were just scrambling and just almost panicking to get they couldn't get anything going after a few minutes.
The good thing is it doesn't count until you get home. So they could go down 2-0. Doesn't matter. Do they get it done tonight? Yeah, I think Panthers win tonight. I think they go back 1-1, go back to Fort Lauderdale, 1-1 again. I think it's going to go to Game 7, but I don't see a reason why McDavid and the Oilers don't get it done this year.
Yeah,
I guess Skinner would be the answer.
Yep. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Just with how Florida is, I don't know. I have a tough time thinking that they are going to lose 4 games just with the depth that they have and the way Bob's playing and their third line is great. They're all playing so well, especially how well they play on the road. So I don't know. I could see them winning.
See, I agree with you. I think the Panthers are the better team. Just so much depth. They have the goaltending. They have defense. I mean, we can talk about Bouchard in a minute, but the way that the Panthers just they're such a better team. I just I'm a superstitious guy with all the hockey stuff, and I just feel like there's a prophecy out for McDavid to win his cup, and the stars are aligning. You look 1983, 1984, you have the Oilers lose the Islanders in 83, then the Oilers beat the Islanders in 84, 2008, the Penguins with Crosby. First of all, this is Wayno, so an icon. Then you have Crosby in 08, loses to the loaded Red Wings team. And then they beat that loaded Red Wings team the next year. Fast forward, now it's 2024. They lose that loaded Panthers team. I think it's McDavid's time. On paper, Panthers are a better team, but I just don't know. There's this weird gut feeling where the stars align. I don't know.
See, that's the only reason why I would think that Edmonton wins is because of that. When I heard that, I was like, you know what? I feel like he could do it now. Just because after Gretzky and Sid, I was like, you know what? It could happen now. Now I'm giving it more thought just because.
Oh, because I just said now?
No, I've heard that days ago, but after that I was like, do you know what? I feel like at first I was like, no, there's no way that they're winning, but then after that stat, I was like, you know what? It could happen.
I think it's a prophecy. I don't know. On paper, I like the Panthers a lot, and I think they're a better team. It's just every series, I'm McDavid's just gonna win because McDavid and Draisaitl are just that good. Imagine they had a half decent goalie in that.
And did you guys see that look they gave each other last round? Ever since they did that, they've been undefeated. That's kind of cool. So I don't know, because I don't want the Oilers to win, because I want Brad Marchand to get another cup, but I kind of feel like the Oilers are going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, the real true losers are the Bruins of it all.
Thanks.
Yeah, I know, that's why I win. Being a Penguins fan, I've never been a huge Boston or Marchand fan, but after he got traded away, I was like, you know what? Kind of like the guy now. I would like to see him get another cup.
I've actually loved Marchand my whole. I love I try to play like that. I like to be that little fucking prick on the ice, like fucking under their skin, just being a fucking absolute bastard out there. But yeah, I mean, I really don't know what happens. It's pretty. I mean, we'll see. Also, you got 3 cups with Penguins, so you're good for now.
Yeah.
Although, Sully coming to the Rangers, will we see a cup? I don't know.
Probably before Pittsburgh. I don't know. I heard that he's taking the rest of the coaching staff.
He signed his full staff. I could read it off to you right now.
Is that did that actually happen? I didn't know if it was just a rumor.
I don't know if he grabbed all the. By the way, and in a weird way, the new Penguins coach is the coach from the Rangers AHL team, which would be a real kick in the dick if this happens again, because the Oilers coach is also the last year's Rangers AHL coach, Chris Knobloch. So like, if they keep just pulling these AHL coaches, be a real kick in the nuts if they do well again.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, little tidbit there. I gotta find the full coaching staff. I know it's Sacco, Joe Sacco.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I mean he's assistant, so I mean whatever. Yeah. Also, David Quinn, he got hired as an assistant for the Rangers. One of the weirdest things I've ever seen. He was the Rangers head coach, like 2012 to like 2014 or something. Got fired, and now he got hired again as the assistant. Like what?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That is odd.
But yeah, I mean, here we are. Marco Sturm hired for the Bees. How are you feeling about that, Jess?
I like it a lot. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think okay. I don't think a lot of coaches even wanted to come here because of like the history of how we deal with coaches. Like literally, we got rid of Cassidy, Montgomery. So, I mean, I think we got lucky with getting Sturm because I'm sorry, Paris, but I did not want Mike Sullivan. I did not want.
I wanted Mike Sullivan. Are you kidding?
No, because I don't think he handled young players good. Like I am a big like Mitch fan, and with Rucker McGordy, like he kept him in the AHL so long. And
now you should though.
What?
There's not enough players. Like I feel like, granted, I've never experienced that to that level, but I think it's important when you're developing them. Like Rucker McGordy's what, 19, 20?
Yeah, I think 20.
He's 20?
I think so, yeah.
Like unless you're a bona fide superstar like a Celebrini, like it's good to get those reps and like go get like the reps in the AHL.
No, I get that 100%. I agree, but it was like just a too long of time in the AHL. Like he was literally doing so good with them, and I get like having to play in the AHL for some time, but it was just too long in my opinion. I don't know. But
I mean, the Ice Pigeons weren't doing anything out there anyway, the Penguins.
No. So maybe I'm just being biased.
I think he honestly expected to play more up with the Penguins than he did when he out of college. I think that he expected to play more, which I don't know how that will go for him next year. I hope he gets more time, but definitely think he had it expected.
Honestly, on that team too, he should have definitely been playing more. Like with other teams, like maybe like you sent him down to develop, but like, yeah, I mean the Penguins, like who's there? Like, I mean, obviously still have Crosby and Malkin. No, like,
well, yeah,
the Crosby hate is nuts.
Yeah, well, no, that's like what I mean. It's like when you're on the Pittsburgh Penguins and like, what's there to lose? Like to get this kid some longer NHL time. Like Gabe Perreault, I expect him to be in the AHL like for a long period of time next season, but not like too long. And I don't but I can see him spending time down there. But when you're on the Pittsburgh Penguins, it's like I don't know. And well, because then he played with Crosby and they connected so well. So I'm like, why?
The end of the year.
But yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see that. I don't know. I think it's just good for the game.
No, yeah.
I don't know. I honestly agree. I think Rutgers should have been up that whole time. I mean, the Penguins, they didn't. It wasn't like they had like to go like who do we send down like to put Rutgers in the lineup. It was like, I mean, I'm calling them pigeons, but I wouldn't sniff a fucking lineup, obviously. But they didn't really exactly have a Stanley Cup caliber team.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you want to talk about,
especially when they're dealing with all their different goaltending issues that they had throughout the year. Like, he definitely could have fit into a lineup while they sorted through.
So let me ask you something. As a Penguins fan, do you look back and be like, yo, we should not have gotten rid of Flower?
I do all the time, but like I understand how it had kind of in a way had to happen. I mean, at the time when Vegas was doing their expansion draft, Matt Murray was like great. We just like won a cup with him. He looked like he was going to be the next like up and coming like Pittsburgh long-term goaltender. I can see why they protected him over Flower, but looking back now, you're like, okay, they should have protected Flower, knowing how Matt Murray has panned out now throughout his career. But I don't know. I guess it's one thing that you look back on, you're like, yeah, I would have changed it, but in the moment, I think everyone would have said that the Penguins are crazy if they do protect Flower over Matt Murray. But,
yeah, hindsight's 2020. It just definitely a little kick in the nuts just to see that, but it is what it is. You know, that's part of it. I was gonna say too, what really is driving my gears is I don't know if it's just the Oilers or like other NHL fans with this Bouchard nonsense, saying he's the best defenseman in the NHL is simply preposterous. I don't know if I'm the only one that thinks this, but it is nuts. They're in La La Land.
They're saying that?
That's like the new thing on fucking hockey Twitter. It's like, yo, Bouchard, like, he is averaging 1.25 points a game. Like, he's the greatest defenseman since Orr. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here.
You know who's underrated? Jacob Slavin.
Yo, 100%. I agree with you.
I can't
also,
believe they're saying that.
Say it again?
I can't believe they're saying that.
I'm just a messenger, you know?
It's a wild take.
They're like, oh, the only one better maybe is Cale Makar. I'm like, all right, fucking, I'm taking Quinn Hughes. I'll take Slavin. I mean, I think there's an argument for like Heiskanen's head to head with him, Fox. Who else we got? I mean, Makar, Hughes, definitely. Probably Victor Hedman's. There's an argument there. Who's on the Preds? Who's their number one defenseman?
I have no idea.
All right, but there's some players I'd take before Bouchard. Also, he's kind of a defensive liability. I mean, like, they're like, oh, he's so many points, but like, yo, defensemen are not points guys. They're like points against guys. I don't know. Just maybe my take. I don't know.
Most time, if you're a offensive defenseman, you're not really that well defensively speaking compared to other guys that stay at home a little more.
Yeah. That's why they need the Norris Trophy and the Bobby Orr Trophy. One for the offensive defenseman and defensive defenseman.
That would be smart.
That would be sick.
They should bring that back. But, yeah, I mean, we could jump to a little... I saw some stuff around the horn. If I could... My phone will load it. Let's see what we got. Oh. That is not what I wanted. They talked about like some potential trades. Oh, we can talk about Corey Perry too. What he's doing at age 40 is nuts.
Did you guys hear Nate just wants out of the Avs?
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, who does?
You didn't see that? Nate just.
Oh.
Where does he want to go? He wants to go to Boston. Yes.
Yeah.
He's not going to Boston. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay. I know, because imagine him and Pasta playing together. They're both Czech. They connected so good last year when Czech won. That would be so cool.
It'd be great, but like you have no one else. Like, what are they supposed to do? It's not the... If Natchez and McKinnon couldn't get it done, you think Natchez... I mean, I guess Pasta's on that level too. He's probably like 1B behind McKinnon, but I don't know. Bruins make a lot more signings than Natchez.
Who?
The Bruins need to make a lot more signings than just Natchez.
We need a lot of help.
They need a lot.
Yeah.
What do you think he even fetches on the market? Is he UFA or RFA?
I have no idea.
I think he's probably UFA. I don't know. But Natchez, like, what's he... I feel like... I don't know what he's worth probably like $9 million a year, maybe. maybe someone signs him 8x9, takes a chance on him. Imagine he goes back to Carolina, they grab him.
That would be funny.
I don't know.
And then there's rumors about Robertson too.
Yo, I see so many Robertsons to the Rangers rumors. And not even like I was saying as a Rangers fan. Maybe it's just the Twitter followers I follow that are just delusional. I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's a debate on sending Cooley to the Stars along with like Schneider in a first for Robertson. And so many Rangers fans are like, no, we want Cooley. Which is kind of nuts because Robo is, what is he, a top 10 player, top 15 player in the league? I don't know, maybe I'm giving a little, I don't know what the word is, because I started saying tummy sticks like Biz says, and it's not the right word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used it with my dad like the other day, not the other day, probably like 6 months ago, and we looked it up. Let me tell you something. It is not what you meant, or not what I meant.
I
don't know. I thought it was like, oh, it's like, oh, like you like the butterflies in your stomach when someone's like being nice to you. So I thought that's like, oh, like I'm giving you tummy sticks, and it ain't it. It ain't the right word. But a quick Google search really ruins that for you. Moving forward, I saw this hypothetical. It was like Stanley Cup teams if whoever lost in the conference final played in the Stanley Cup final. In the last like 10 years, it'd be like Rangers or Islanders every other year, basically. Pretty nuts.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, you have 2001 Penguins, Blues, 02 Leafs, Avalanche. Wow, Leafs went to an Eastern Conference Final in 02.
Wow. We haven't seen that often.
Yo, imagine 2012 would have been Rangers Coyotes. What a time that would have been.
Coyotes.
2015 Rangers Ducks. Yo, I feel like I forget how good the Ducks were for like years. You had like Getzlaf, you had Corey Perry, you had fucking, oh my god,
Today's their anniversary of winning the cup.
It's a what?
Their anniversary of winning the cup.
What, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
No, 20 years ago. No. They won in 07?
Yeah, so.
Damn. Yo, also 06, 07, it would have been the Sabres in the cup.
Wow.
And they probably haven't sniffed a fucking. They haven't been to playoffs, I think, since 2013 or 2014. There's kids that play hockey now that are like peewees that have never seen a good Buffalo team or even a half decent. They don't remember the Thomas Vanek. Who is that? Rasmus Ristolainen. I definitely botched that name. Who else on that team? Pominville, Jason Pominville. Like, what a team. I remember ripping out, like, NHL, like, 09. There were some beauties on that team, not gonna lie. I don't know. You ever play, like, the NHL, either of you?
I did a little bit in college. Me and my roommates would. For a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. I never played, like, a ton, but, like, be over, like, the boys' house, rip a little. Were you guys playing street hockey in the UP? Had to be, right?
I never did. I kind of lived, like, not like there was only maybe 15 houses in my neighborhood, so we were quite spread out, but we never really did. Not a lot of people around me played hockey, so I never really did.
Damn.
But we would, in college, though, honestly, though, we had more fun. We'd put on our rollerblades and go run around campus and stuff, but that was most that I ever did. Honestly, was in college, just kind of messing around outside with my teammates and stuff with our sticks more than growing up, I guess.
Gotcha. Damn, that's wild. Was it weird going to college in your hometown?
Honestly, not really. Oh, because a lot of people did, just because the closest school is like 7 hours, basically, kind of like bigger school that most people would go to if you're gonna go. Like most people from Marquette, you weren't going to Lake State to go to school. If you're from Marquette, you just go to Northern, but a lot of people did stay and go, but a lot of people's families worked at the school, so they would get free tuition. So kind of incentive for a lot of kids to stay there, but it wasn't that weird. But I wasn't really close with anyone either, and I wanted to still play travel hockey downstate, so that's why I kind of did it. But it honestly wasn't weird, but it was kind of nice. So I still got the college experience when my parents moved, because I did have to go to the dorms for a semester, because at Northern you had to do 2 years in the dorms. So, but honestly, I didn't mind it at all. Oh yeah, living
Oh
at
yeah.
home.
So let me ask you something. You're in high school. Are you sneaking into the college parties, the frat parties, whatever?
No, I lived quite a ways out of town, so I never. But most weekends I was in Detroit, like 2 3 weekends out of the month I was in Detroit. Like the people at the hotels, some of them like would recognize us from the weeks prior. But we were always gone every single weekend. We had games or a tournament somewhere. So honestly, I never did anything crazy in high school.
Gotcha. Nah, I feel that. I get it. I think we go through some. I came across something on, I think it was Twitter, Instagram. There's some hot takes across the league. So I think we rip this to end it, unless there's anything else you guys have.
No.
All right. So this is saying the front running teams for Mitch Marner will be the Ducks, Sharks, and Blue Jackets. Where do you think Marner ends up?
I want him on the Ducks because I'm a Ducks fan too. But I'm kind of feeling Vegas. I know that's not one of the options, but because that's what I'm hearing. I'm
Vegas?
hearing like Vegas or Ducks.
Out of those
What do
three
you think,
teams,
Paris?
I would say San Jose. I feel like out of all three of those teams, they would be, I don't know, closest. I
You
don't
don't say of those
think
three.
Columbus is close to making the playoffs, but out of those three teams, I would say San Jose. I feel like they have the most potential, I guess, with the younger guys. But I think he really wants to go somewhere that has big potential to go win a cup. I don't
Where do
think
you
he'll
think that'd
stay.
be?
I agree. Vegas would be a good one. Um, Honestly, I don't even know. It's so hard to say. I don't know.
I think
I would
Utah.
say.
That's my pick.
Utah.
See, I think you could get the most money out of Utah, being newer and being kind of like the new, like kind of like face of the team. He could probably get more money out of there. But if he wants to go somewhere winning and take a pay cut, I think that would be his probably better option if he really wants to win the cup.
Oh, if he really wants to win a cup, he stays in Toronto and he takes a pay cut and he signs an 8x8.
I don't
I
think
think that
Toronto's winning a cup.
no, in order for Toronto to win a cup, they need to bring someone in there that has like cup experience or has won like a cup, like a big name guy to like get them over that hump of the first round. I guess they got over there this year, but they don't have enough experience to actually make it to the cup as a team.
No, yeah, I agree.
It's like the same thing you hear. Like, I don't know if you've seen like Toronto Twitter. It's like, oh, yo, offseason we're signing Marchand, we're signing Sam Bennett. Like, get
And
the
I'm going
fuck
to
out of
the
here. They're not signing Toronto, you fucking nut jobs.
They're so delusional. It's not even funny.
It's nuts. All right, next hot take. Islanders are going to trade the first overall pick.
I've heard this.
Do they get it done?
I can see that because, like, what you said, like last week about them trading it. What did you say? It was like they trade it and then they get James Haggins.
Like 4th overall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what they do.
I can see it just for the fact that there's not like that top name guy this year that's like for sure like going number one. Like there's no like Bedard or Hughes that are in the league where everyone knows that that's the first overall. So I honestly see it just because it was such a I don't know, shock for them to get the first overall pick. So I could see them honestly trading back too.
It was like Higgins was like the unanimous first overall pick up until like February, and it was like, oh, Schaefer's the guy, which
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, I feel like you take Higgins, Long Island kid. Like, he grew up right around here. Sick player. I mean, I don't understand. Like, it seems like it fits in.
Well,
Wait,
and Higgins was getting a lot of like hate a few months ago because like he's so good at Boston College, but people I feel like look at his stats and they're good stats for being a freshman at BC, but they kind of like were disappointed with how he's been playing. And I'm like, if you watch the kid play like a full game, he's so good and he does so much that like he may not get on the stat sheet. So I feel like he should go number one, but I could just be being biased because I don't know.
and as
But
Wayno says, stats are for losers.
yeah,
Saying.
exactly.
No, I get that. Next one is Maple Leafs hot take. Maple Leafs could look to sign Brad Marchand, Claude Giroux, Patrick Kane, or Jamie Benn.
No, no,
I don't understand any of those guys.
no.
Yeah, I don't think a single one.
That's delusion.
Yeah, nuts. All right, next one, Jonathan Taze. He's gonna make a comeback this year, allegedly. Where's he going?
I don't know. Like, does he want the attention of like a big market team to go back to, or does he want to go to a more low key team? Doesn't get as much attention to try to get back into playing.
Think he goes to meet up with his boy Patty Kane in Detroit?
Could.
I don't know.
I could see it. They would take them both.
Yeah,
I know,
I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So how many years has he been away? Since 2, 3? How many years has he been gone?
I don't even know. It's got to be at least 2 or 3.
That's what I was saying, 2, 3.
I would guess he's probably 35? 36?
Yeah, no.
Let's say. Siri. Jonathan Taze age. Nope. That didn't work. Apparently I'm not very tech savvy. But I'll check his age after. Other than that, the Penguins have ammunition to go for Marco Rossi if they want to. I don't know if that's necessarily a big name, like solid player, but like definitely doesn't have the juice. I don't know. Where are the Penguins at? Are they making a push for playoffs next year?
I don't, unless they make a change with their goaltending somewhere along the lines. I don't see them making it anywhere, no matter who they add forward, defense. I don't care who it is, unless there's a goaltending change. I really don't see anything changing past this year, past what I guess we've seen this past year. I don't know. That's my thoughts.
Yeah, I mean they gotta do a lot, but I mean you never know. I feel like now in the NHL it's a retool. You're not trying to do like the fucking break it down to the bones and build it back up. It's no more rebuilds. Look at Buffalo. They did the full rebuild and they look like fucking donkey shit still. And it's been 14 years of misery for Buffalo fans, or maybe 10. I don't know. It's been a while.
Too long.
Another rumor, boys, would be Maple Leafs try to trade Mitch Marner for Shea Theodore during the season. How would that have affected both teams? Like, does Vegas get it done? Do they get past the Oilers with Mitch Marner? Or does Toronto get past Florida with a Shea Theodore type character?
I don't think Florida would have lost to Toronto either way. I don't think. Florida was too good all around to one player isn't changing Toronto's whole series.
For sure. I agree.
I tend to agree with you. Apparently, too, the Edmonton Oilers offered a couple of trades for Jeremy Swayman during the season.
Thank God that didn't happen.
Did I tell you too? Jeremy Swayman was he was at Pilates like in the town over from me this past weekend. Don't know why, but must be seeing some girl from Long Island.
I think he is. I think she might be from there. I don't know for sure, but that's good.
Fucking right. Yeah, any last thoughts you guys have? That was all like little Rumor Boys action. Paris, anything you got?
I don't think so. Can't think of anything,
All right.
honestly.
All right, Jess, anything you got on your end?
Nope.
Well, thank you guys for joining. Paris, thanks for coming on this week, and have a wonderful weekend. Don't have too many pops, but should be good.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. Enjoyed it.